This reading is for you if you're ready for a major new beginning. Ostara reminds us nothing blooms overnight, but everything begins beneath the soil, starting with a seed and root. My name is Latoya of Emerald Astrology, and I'm super excited to chat with you about this new beginning that we're stepping into, starting off this astrological new year with Aries season. But before I go into this reading, I have some announcements to make. If you are curious about what your year ahead looks like starting from your birthday, I have something special for you. It's called the Solar Crossing. This reading is for you if you're looking for a roadmap that guides you throughout the year. For example, it will show where your lucky zones are, where roadblocks are likely to be, and who are your supportive folks this year. With this roadmap, you will receive a 30-minute pre-recorded reading, 4-page PDF document that covers the big stuff you should look out for this year, and also help you get to where you're trying to go and ensure that you'll get better relationships, career opportunities that you're proud of, or simply just trying to find purpose in life. So this is a nice roadmap that can help guide where your energy will be most advantageous. If you want to know more about this offering, check out the link in the description or wherever you find your links. And the other updates or announcement I have for you is where I will be in the next month or so. So for sure, I have these markets. So on Saturday, March 28th, I will be at Drinks Backyard with the Austin Witches Market. Then on Saturday, April 4th, I'll be at Palmer Event Center with the Austin Witch Fest. And then on Friday, April 17th, I'll be at Buzzmill with Austin Mystical Market. So if you are interested in getting an in-person reading, those are the 3 places that you can find me for sure. All right, so let's begin. So this reading, again, like I had mentioned before, is to help you step into a new beginning and remember that you don't bloom overnight. This is starting point for us this astrological new year, and yeah, I'm really excited to dive in. So the first card here is basically the seed that is awakening. So what is beginning to stir within the collective right now that you can also look out for? And especially just keep in mind that this reading is a collective reading, so definitely take what's perfect for you, what works for you, that makes sense to you, and then leave the rest. Again, this is a collective reading, so everything may not fit for you, but just use your discretion. So what is beginning to stir right now in the collective? Queen of Pentacles and reverse. So this beautiful card reminds us that yes, that we are really good at taking care of others, taking care of our resources. In this case, this is a queen that's holding a baby and surrounded by different goats. She's really good at protecting what's hers, and there are herbs around her. She can, heal and support in a very physical kind of way. But with it being in reverse, it seems like collectively we are a bit burnt out. We've been taking care of everybody else, trying to ensure everyone else's dreams are coming true, and forgetting ourselves while in the act of doing that. So this is kind of like an indication of burnout, and we are needing to, I guess, starting off this astrological year, remember that taking care of ourselves is also very important. May that be paying attention to our inner child needs and the resources that our inner child needs to sustain the vision. Or maybe that is, just in a literal sense, you have not been taking care of yourself. You have not been feeling resourced. And now it's time to gather, figure out what helps you feel resourced and leaning into that a little bit more this astrological new year. The next card here is where balance is being restored. So this is where we are being called to find harmony and recalibrate. So the Sun card in reverse, finding our joy, getting back to what brings us joy, getting back to what helps us feel light again, getting back to what helps us recognize our gifts, our talents, our abilities, and really utilizing it to the fullest potential possible. Again, it seems like we've been taking care of everyone else and being responsible, doing the right thing, being the leader, being that person everyone else needs you to be. But in the act of doing that, we have forgotten ourselves. We've forgotten our light. We've forgotten our dreams. We've forgotten our vision. We've forgotten what gives us purpose in life. And it seems like this astrological year, it is calling us to take ourselves more seriously, take our vision more seriously, take our dreams, our skills, our abilities more seriously, and invest more into that so that it can build our identity, so it can make us feel full of ourselves, so we can feel stronger in who we are and not feeling like we are dimming our light. The next card here is what needs gentle release. What must be softened, shed, or composted for growth. So this card here is the Hanged Man in reverse. And this card talks about feeling stuck, talks about feeling like, yeah, we just have nowhere to go. If we do try to wiggle ourselves out, we're just upside down. You know, we're not really in a stable place to do this, but we're also very much stuck. And whenever this card is in reverse, it's a reminder that this is actually a really good opportunity to get perspective on where we are. So it's not necessarily trying to wiggle ourselves out of this situation, but to observe, where do we have our way out? Where do we have our power? And how can we step into our power better, more, lean into that more? So it seems like what needs to be shed or softened is the idea that you are stuck. The feeling that you are stuck, even though it feels like we've been here for a while, truly we are not. This is just an opportunity to gain some energy, get some perspective, and wait. Wait for the opportunity to move. So it seems like we are in this studying season, that we were in that, and now that can begin to shed. We got the perspective we need. So we got the insight we needed, right? And now it's time to say, all right, I don't need to hold myself here anymore. The next card here is fertile ground. So where is there hidden potential ready to flourish? 10 of Wands. So it seems like, yeah, we have this completion here. Completion of what our passions have brought to us. And we have some wisdom from this. We have some, again, perspective from this. We've been there, done that, completed the task, and now we see. And I'm looking at this card. This one has a well on it, and the eyes are illuminated. And wells make me think of they have a really good memory. It kind of reminds me makes me think of like an elephant, but water elephant. So very good memory. Been there, done that, and knows what's the right way to do things or what's the wrong way to do things. And this is fertile ground. This is like our, what is that, creme de la creme. And so we must take this and see this as our support moving forward. Don't, if there's like opportunities that come up and we know, like, man, we've been there, we've done that, and that did not work for us, don't say yes to those opportunities if they come back around. Move ever forward. Keep moving. Move forward. Don't look back. Because you got the memory. You don't need anything else from that experience. The fifth card here is the courage to emerge. So what bravery is required to step into this new season? We have 5 of Wands. So this also have snakes on this card. And so it makes me think of letting the facing conflict and letting that change you, because it is going to stretch you, it's going to challenge you, it's going to maybe even feel like it's going to break you. But this is stepping into new territory. So it's like you're shedding skin. It's not breaking you. That's the ego. The ego that's trying to protect itself. It's a protector that's been with you, has been good up to this point. And so now this protector needs a new form. And so it's going to feel like the conflict that we're facing in this new season is going to break us, but really it's not. It's stretching you out. It's helping you see where you need to go and how you need to grow. And that's going to give you strength enough to know that this conflict is really a dance. And now we got to see how all the pieces fit and come together. All right. The next card is the 6th card, and this is what's going to nourish us. So how can we tend to this new beginning with care? We got 7 of Cups here. This lady, she looks like she's a server with a mask, and her cups are falling over. She looks like she's a dancer too. So it seems like, which is kind of funny looking at this card. Like she's supposed to be serving, but she looks like she's dancing. Like she knows she's a dancer. Like the music is just too good. The people are watching her and like, oh shoot, she's about to knock over all these glasses. She's about to drop them because she's like not paying attention. But it seems like this new beginning with care is to remember again who you are and not letting all these roles, these masks, whatever it is that you have to like uphold to like maintain yourself in a material sense, that don't let that hold you back from being who you are. Maybe that be a dancer. Maybe that in the moment you're feeling the music, you're like, you know what? I'm going to do something a little different. And just like know that that's nourishment for you. That's what helps. That's what brings, good care and good practice in this new beginning, is to feel the music. Remember that you are that performer, that dancer, that artist. And even though like we are having to serve and be seen in this certain light, don't forget your inner light. Remember the sun in reverse. That must be cared for this season. Because we need you more than ever. We need you more than ever. In your fullest power. And so the last card here is what's blooming. So what does the next phase of growth look like if you stay aligned? Ooh, this is a good card. 9 of Pentacles. And this lady is on a chair. She's relaxed. She got her cougar in front of her, protecting her as she rests. Man, we are so happy. We are fulfilled. We are grateful for all the hard work we've done. And we got the fruits to show it, to show for it, for all the hard work we've done. This is a very good outcome. So, yeah, it seems like it's like a full circle too, because from starting off with this reading, we had Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and this talks about not being able to take care of ourselves. But then as the reading went along, it's remembering ourselves and our needs and our boundaries and not hiding behind the mask, but bursting forward in our fullest self. And at the end, we are fulfilled. We have done the hard work and have the fruits to show for it. And this is great. This is wonderful. This is a good season that we're stepping into. I hope that you feel that. Well, thank you so much for listening to this reading. If you're looking for a reading in person with me, I remember those markets that I have mentioned about. You can look at the description or wherever you find them for those links. But I hope that we stay in touch, and thank you so much for listening.